Silent booth, everybody.
Welcome.
Merry Christmas too.
Merry
Right around the
Christmas.
corner. Can you believe it? So we got our Christmas gear on. We're getting ready for this.
That's right.
We let's say hello to everybody that popped on. JT popped on a long time ago. He said he can't make it, but he's saying
Oh.
hello. He's traveling.
Wow.
But thanks for popping in to say hello at 8:30. My Uncle Mike is on. Uncle Mike, hello, hello, Uncle Mike, and Grandma, because Grandma's watching with him.
Hello, Grandma.
We got R2 the Yeti saying howdy, Tabitha and Dan.
Howdy, howdy.
That's right. We got Avery Cruz. Wing hugs. Wing hugs.
I love our faithful people. I really do.
Yeah, I know. And then there's Mrs. R2 the Yeti.
Mrs. Otikiki.
Hello, hello. Hello, R2's wife. Oh, Lisa H.
Oh, shh. Lisa, you can't spoil it for everybody here in the chat. We don't know for sure. Dan and I are going to attempt to debunk the rumors, like kind of like on Ghost Hunters.
That's right.
Is it really true? Is it the pipes? Is it just the wind blowing in the rafters? These are the questions that need answering regarding our Hallmark movies.
That's right. And then we got Phil saying, "Hey, Dan, looking sharp," and "Hey, Tabitha, looking wonderful as always. Love that Star Wars Santa hat."
Yeah, my Yoda ears are hiding right now.
Yeah, I don't know if that thing should have Yoda ears because it's just weird.
It's cute. It's called cute. Dan. Oh my gosh, it's called just for that. I'm gonna try to pull them forward.
I think they should have more like, white, like the stiff
wires.
So
they're not so floppy. Yeah.
Yeah, because it looks more like a dog ears than anything.
Yeah, no, I can't find them.
Dog ears.
There, I got my one. I can't. There, I've got my one, and that's just I can't figure out this one. So, all right, that's the best we can do, guys.
That's right. That's right. You look like a floppy ear dog. Woof woof woof.
Yeah, there we go.
Hey, the color of your ears are discolored, doggy.
What?
Are those new headphones, Tabitha? R2 asks.
Oh, no. R2, if you'd been watching for the past couple of months, you kind of noticed that I bring them from time to time.
Calling you out, man.
Just being snarky, R2. No, these are the same ones that I wore like on the Scuttlebutt podcast last week and a couple of weeks ago. Like they seem to be a lot more comfortable than the earbuds that I've been wearing. So they're not new. They're actually like 2 years old. My parents got me them a couple of years ago for gaming. So,
because are you a big gamer? I don't even know.
I mean, I like to game, but it kind of depends on what you mean by big gamer. I'm a very consistent gamer with like 3 games.
Oh, okay.
Like I don't mind branching out. I mean, I've played Halo and stuff like that, but I have 3 games that I always go back to over and over and over again. So
sweet.
I don't branch out too much.
Yeah, I'm not that big on gaming.
Oh, yeah.
For some reason. Sweet.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So, the 2 movies that we picked to choose from and to see if these 2 plots are similar, the same, or whatever.
Completely different.
That's right. Or completely different. Oh, by the way, I totally forgot to talk about it.
We forgot about our gifts.
That's right. Remember, everybody, giftedizing, giftedizing, giftedizing. Where all the real money of this podcast is made. Get yourself a mug.
Mm-hmm.
We also got something for your soda cans or whatever kind of can you drink out of. We got some
Jamaicans, your Americans.
That's right. And these koozies will make your cans cozy, especially during the winter time.
Oh yeah,
nice snug fit. So.
I know my sodas always get a little cold when I bring them out of the refrigerator, so I need to snuggle them.
You need to snuggle them, yeah. We got Rare Blend saying hello. Good evening, Dan and Tabitha from not so sunny Orlando.
It's not so sunny where I am either.
Yeah. I used to live in Orlando. I loved it there. Then I moved back to upstate New York. I don't know
I
what
have
is my problem.
visited there once, but I
Um,
was 5 at the time, so I don't really
uh,
remember much of Florida.
but I love Orlando. It's fun. Yeah, I think it's the rainy season now over there because
Mm,
that's kind of like their winter, I guess.
yeah, and tropical
Well,
places, yeah.
but in the summer it rains too. But it always like between 3 and 4 or something like that. It downpours really hard and then it gets back to sunny. It's weird. It's a weird situation. Oh, you moved from upstate New York to
He did the
Florida.
reverse.
Sweet. Well,
He's
no,
reverse
I'm,
Dan.
yeah, that's right. I'm
Right.
originally from upstate too. I
I
moved
bet
to
he doesn't have any hair and a clean shaven face because it's reverse Dan.
right dry season now here. That's right. I forget.
Oh.
So, rare blend. Awesome. If you are reverse me, that means you have a no shaved face. I mean, no beard face.
That's right.
Shaved face.
Completely, just totally bald, right?
That's right.
He looked like
Bald.
Neo from The Matrix.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen The Matrix, Dan?
Yes, I have.
Oh, okay.
I didn't realize you were talking about the first one. Sorry.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, Hallmark movies, guys.
Yeah. So, anyways, Hallmark movies. Well, I sip
Dan's
out of
like, let
this
me drink real
beautiful
quick.
mug. Yeah. Hallmark movies. You watched A Royal Christmas.
I did.
So, and that was I won't say anything on what it was about. You can tell us.
That's right.
Um,
That's my job.
and
Because
I
Dan's
watched.
never seen this movie before, guys.
That's right. Onward. That's right. Onward. I have never seen that movie ever in my life,
Ever.
guys. Ever.
That's right. And guys, we are going to be doing things a little bit differently on tonight's episode. We are going to be giving you the 5 categories because that's signature, iconic, classic
That's
inside
right.
the booth style.
That's right.
But we are going to be doing something different because of the fact that Hallmark movies are notorious, as they say, for being the same movie. We're going to be doing the plots of our individual movies to try to convince one another because I have never seen the movie that Anna has seen or watched, that we're going to try to compare plots and just see are the rumors true? Are people just exaggerating? And so we're going to do our plots one after another and then just to see, and then we're going to go into our categories, our other categories.
Yes. uh, so my movie was called A Song for Christmas. And remember, Tabitha's was A Royal Christmas. All right.
They sound completely different.
They do sound completely different, except for that word Christmas.
Exactly.
Yeah, a lot of Hallmark movies do focus on like one season, I think. But
that's right. But we're not talking about that. We're discussing plot.
That's right.
We'll be here all night.
Hallmark movies are bold, but not too bold.
That's right. That's a Maria signature there.
We got Ado in the house tonight from Fab Works. Everybody go subscribe to him after this podcast is over. No spoilers. Ha ha ha.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry,
afraid,
guys.
Yeah.
We're gonna do spoilers. Sorry. Just the thing we're gonna do today.
We might be doing spoilers for 600 plus movies tonight. If the rumors are true. If the rumors are true. Also, Dan did forget, if you're really into Inside the Booth, as you should be, if you want to join us inside the booth, metaphorically, you can also support us on Patreon for as little as $1 a month. And we appreciate the people that have already done that. And so I just wanted to throw that out because we're about to get into the nitty gritty. We're going to start to go hardcore here on these movies. And I didn't want to forget that we appreciate our patrons and we're hoping to gain some more for all the cool stuff we're going to be releasing in 2022. Anyway, Dan, take it away.
Well, no,
Country Christmas. What is yours called? I forgot.
country Christmas, a song for Christmas.
Right,
Funny
close
you
enough.
say country. It's about a country singer. So there you go, huh?
Okay, I'm gonna be taking notes to see if it's anything like my movie.
That's right. That's right. We got another person, Mrs. Martin Muse,
Oh,
or Miss
hello.
Martin Muse. Miss, sorry, I didn't read that right. I didn't mean to call you Mrs. If you're not a Mrs. Um, don't get offended. Thank you.
Dan's
All right, so
insensitive like that.
I'm very insensitive. I don't care. Hallmark movies are the best. Yes, see,
They might
they,
be.
they they're the best. You know, I'm biased because I have to be. My wife thinks they're the best, so
Hmm.
or she just likes to watch them. I have no idea.
I will admit, except for
Um,
adding tonight's movie, I've only seen one other Hallmark movie. So, Dan, let me know.
right,
Are they all the same?
here we go. Here we go. I've seen quite a bit of them.
Oh,
So, a
see.
song for Christmas. So this was about a young country singer lady who looked like she was maybe in her 20s, maybe early 20s, mid 20s. Um, and she gets stuck in this wonderful uh, Christmas dreamland with this family who runs a Christmas tree farm, and they're losing their home. So, but during this, she doesn't realize that they're losing their home. Obviously, till like more middle of the movie, and she has this persona that she's dating somebody, but she's really not. But then she meets this guy at this family farm, and she thinks he's cute, and and he figures out who she is, that she's a famous country song singer, writer, person, and but they keep it a secret from the family and from everyone because she doesn't really want to be known right now in that situation. So, but I think they were trying to make him look like he might be like 25, 28, somewhere around there, but he definitely looks more like he's 40.
Oh, well,
They put some
only so much
heavy
makeup can
makeup.
do.
That's right. That's right. TD, what's up, TD? We want to say hello to TD. Um, what's it say? I am for real
I'm for
dating.
real dating Faramir from Lord of the Rings. Well,
Oh,
good for you because Faramir has some good quality. I'm just saying.
that's right. Hey everyone, TD. We already said hello, TD. 40 is fine, she says.
Oh yeah, no hate. Just trying to
40's
say
not
if
bad.
they're trying to be
It's just,
20, if he's trying to pass for 25, but he looks like he's 40,
yeah, yeah.
we went astray somewhere.
When he smiles, he's got you can't. It's
The
washed
crow's
out, but
feet.
the crow's feet.
Well, he's
So
a
he looks.
country boy, right? I mean,
Yeah,
like
yeah. So
if
he's
he's
always
outside,
outside.
he's
He's got to be
squinting out, so I mean, the sun will
squinting so
age you.
much.
No discrimination against the dry-skinned people.
Yeah. um. So yeah, yeah. So and then obviously toward the middle, well, toward the end there, her what is it called? Your manager, yeah, her
Mhm.
manager comes up and says, "Hey, we got this big gig for you, and it's gonna make it basically it's gonna pump her up to becoming famous. I guess you could say like famous. She's almost there, but she's not there yet,
Right,
And she
right.
gets all excited, and then the country boy that she likes is like, what's going on?" And she's like, "Well, this is something I've always loved and wanted to do and worked hard to get to. So I'm sorry, but I can't come. I can't stay, basically." And then he gets heartbroken and he's like, "Oh, but why? Wah." And then she's leaving. And when she's leaving, she decides, or no, when she's already gone somewhere else in a different house, she decides, this is not where I want to be. I want to be back at that farm helping those poor people that are going to lose their home. Uh,
And they sell Christmas trees for a living.
yes, I think so. I think that's what it
Okay.
is. Um,
All
and
right.
then she's like, plus, that guy is cute, and I like him, and we wrote a song together while we were, you know, stranded in
No.
his farm because it was snowing bad, something like that. Um, oh, she put broken heart. Aw. And so then she comes back. They get all happy, and then like toward the end, they're playing a concert. She singing a song that she wrote with him, and then they come up with the money to save the farm and the house, and
Save
oh,
the
it's so
trees.
yeah, save the trees, and it becomes so beautiful. Well, I mean, you can't really save the trees when you're cutting them down.
That's why I was joking. That was
Oh,
like
okay.
save the trees.
Matt, hey Matt, our editor's on here. Matt, he says he's really curious to know how much those script writers make out of these stories.
Well, hang on, Matt. We're not answering all those questions yet. I need to know how this story ends. I'm
Look
sitting on the edge of
it
my
up on
seat.
Google here.
So
And so
she,
that's basically the end of the movie, you know. So basically, she falls in love. She leaves and then comes back because she realizes her place is with this family and this guy that she really likes, and then becomes a happy ending at the end, and everybody gets what they want, basically. Um, so there
wow.
you go. That's the beautiful Hallmark movie story of A Song for Christmas. That's what it was
Now the
called.
question is, did they write a song for Christmas?
I mean, the song that they wrote together, I guess, was a Christmassy song ish.
It was. Okay.
Yes.
All right. I
Yeah.
mean, I have to know. I mean, why would they call it a song for Christmas if, I mean, I guess they celebrated Christmas together and, he proposed most likely and
Wait a minute. Here we go. Uh,
they end up in a big
they
mansion.
end up in a big mansion. Not. It's a big house. Definitely like a big farmhouse with. It looks really big on the outside. Um, and we'll get into
But
like the
not on the
cinematography
inside.
stuff after. The
Oh, okay.
inside, well, looks more
Right.
like a.
Farmhouse. I got you. The chickens and the pigs take up most of the space. I got you.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. Hmm. I see.
Uh,
So
script
I
writers were
see.
recycling the same $50 over and over.
Before I get into my plot, Dan, was there anything about the story of this movie that you found interesting enough to be like, oh, it's all right?
It's all right. Mm, not really.
Did you see, were there any, no matter how minuscule, any plot twists, things you did not see coming? Your
No.
face.
No, I'm sorry. Uh,
Okay.
no,
All right.
it was basically something that if you've seen a Hallmark movie before, you kind of figure out what's going on.
I'll determine that. Excuse me, I
Okay,
haven't
okay,
even
okay.
gone
I'm
yet. I'll
sorry,
determine that. Right?
sorry, everybody.
You've seen the 642 Hallmark movies with your wife. I, not
Yeah,
being a Hallmark person
Hallmark
just
person.
because of what I heard about
Yeah,
Hallmark and not being a huge romance, continuously watching romance person, I just don't do
thanks,
that.
Matt.
You know,
Matt likes our
yes.
hats.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ears and all, Matthew, because Dan's not very happy with my ears.
Yeah, they're too
Anyway,
floppy.
so I I was going to try to read my plot from memory or say my plot from memory, and then I was like, oh, I'm just going to read it from Wikipedia, and I'm like, maybe that sounds too detailed compared to Dan. So um, they are all filmed on the same movie sets, right? They just switch out the pillars for the haystacks and you know. Um, okay, so I'll just read. I mean, I guess I could. Okay. I'll just wing it. Here we go. All right. Were there anybody in your movie? I know we talk about acting and later. I'm just curious. Don't
Hmm.
tell me how well they did, but were there any famousest actors in your movies? People that we would
Famous she
recognize? Famous
actors.
actors?
Um,
Any somebody we would know?
I
Just curious.
don't believe so. I mean, I can read off a couple of the actors, and you
Who
can
are the
tell me.
top three actors?
Okay, the top three actors. Hold on, I'm scrolling down. Um, Becca Tobin. Never heard of her. Kevin McGarry. Never heard of him. And Kendra Leah Timmons.
Um, I'm good for them. I hope that they have a successful career ahead of them. I have no idea who they are. Um, God bless them, everyone. So yes, Lisa H says probably the same actors as in your movie. Well, I didn't. I actually
Not quite. Not quite.
recognized. I actually recognized one of the main actors for this movie because she's quite legendary, I would say, in the cinema world. I
They
mean, she's
just
been
changed
around
their
for a while.
names.
Right, just change the hair color, different wig, slap on some blue lipstick, we're good.
That's
So,
right.
my movie was called A Royal Christmas, and I'm pretty sure that
Mm,
everybody could gather from that title alone what the plot of my movie is. So, there,
mhm.
of course, it has to do with royals. It's from a made up country, which I don't know why they can't get more creative with the names for these fake countries. Like, why does everything need to sound like Slovenia or something like that?
Right.
Why?
There's some kind of English
Genova,
content.
Cordinia. Why can't we get a little bit more creative? Like, I don't know, something neater, more neat sounding like Yugoslavia or something like that. Why is it all anyway? Um,
Because
I
that's
mean,
a
yeah,
real
I'm just saying. I know, but why can't they? Why can't they
cost to
make it sound
know.
a little bit more
No, no.
interesting?
Yeah.
I
I hear you
mean,
go.
like for example, Zimbabwe,
Cost
real
to know.
place, sounds cool. Why can't it sound like that? Why does it gotta always be exactly? Take a real name and put an A at the end of it. That's
That's right.
anyway. I'm getting
We
off
got
on a
Masters
tangent.
TDS. What's up,
Hey,
Master? How you
so the
doing? Thanks for
plot
joining.
of my movie is the fact
Word,
that there is
word,
a
man.
it's my turn, Dan. Excuse me. Quiet
Go,
on
go, go.
set. Just kidding. um, it's throwing me off. I'm trying to listen to what you're
I'm,
saying.
I'm sorry. I'm just reading all the comments
All you do
about
is
the place, Canada.
Canada, exactly. It's not a real place.
Yeah.
Um, than a real place. Anyway, so the plot of my movie is that there is this gal who is the daughter of a tailor, and they've been very successful about this. And she's trying to get her career started in becoming a seamstress and a fashion designer. She lives in Philadelphia, and she's had a boyfriend, I want to say for about a year or 2 years or so, I forget, but for a while. And he's European, and things are going really great. And they're enjoying their relationship, and she thinks he's going to take it to the next level as far as proposal. And he wants to, however, are you guys
However,
ready for this? How are you ready for this?
I'm
He
ready.
never told her that he was a prince from another country.
Ooh,
I know. And
man.
so there is a
Get
situation over
good.
in this
Love it.
fake place that needs his attention. And he needs to fly back home and deal with this issue. But because he's so in love with his girlfriend and he plans to marry her, he wants to take her back with him to this country to introduce him to his mother, who is, if you haven't figured that already, the queen of this country.
Oh
I
my
know, right? I know we're being so snarky.
God.
Anyway, so of course, her being an American in a foreign country and all this kind of stuff, she is not exactly fitting in because she's not noble. She's not royalty. She's just, a good homespun, average, a hardworking, red, white, and blue blooded American gal. And our ways are not their ways. And so, anyway, he brings her over there, introduces her to Mother. Mother is not happy because Mother has plans for Son. He is to become the king, so he needs to not involve himself with a commoner. And they, show her around the castle. They put her in the West Wing or whatever like that. Exactly, Lisa. Who would have thought? And just trying to add to the drama, try to build it up a little bit.
That's right.
And
It says Merry Christmas, y'all.
Merry
Merry
Christmas.
Christmas.
So because she's American and she's not noble and she's just, your average person, she's not familiar with the ways that and the customs that are involved with nobility and the rituals that go along. And so, of course, that is embarrassing for her and kind of shameful for the royal family, which the mother is thriving on because she wants to change her son's plans to marry this gal because she doesn't fit in with the rest of them. And the mom is very ambitious in making that girl feel like she doesn't fit in. And so then she tries to bring back the prince's old girlfriend and tries to basically seduce him so that he will forget all about the American girl, remember his birthright, remember
What?
rude, rude, try to
Sorry, sorry.
remember his
It
place in the
sounds
world.
really long.
And it's the drugs, kid. Don't do drugs, kids. And try to remember his place in the world. And so she goes through a little bit of a transformation and tries to learn some of these things to switch around. But he says, no matter what you do, my mother will never accept you. But no matter what you do, I will always accept you. And I want to marry you for the rest and be with you the rest of my life. Get this, Dan, you won't
Yes.
believe it.
Oh my
She
goodness.
runs away. Says she'll never be able to fit in. This is not the world she belongs to, and she's got plans. And it's just better this way.
My movie.
Hang on, I'm not done yet because
Sorry.
the next part, he realizes that she's gone and that his mother has a change of heart because she sees that love really is what matters. And he flies back to Philadelphia to propose to her and spend the rest of his life with her. The end.
The end.
So as you can clearly see, two different plots.
Yes. Clearly see two different plots. I never told you guys I'm Nigerian Prince.
Nigeria pool. Due to political oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no, go ahead.
Due to political circumstances, I had to flee. All my money is in a church hidden. Give me your bank account number, and it's yours. Believe me. That's right.
That's right.
Lisa let us know what her bank account number was. So it's 123456. Yeah. 7890. Nice.
I love it.
Easy to remember.
No, that one's pretty hard. 123456. 7890. It's hard to remember.
So I've never seen Crazy Rich Asians nor Crazy Rich Caucasians, but people say that's what these sound like. But
so my bad. There are two plot lines for all 600 Hallmark films.
So Dan, this movie that you've never seen before, does it sound anything like yours?
It had a little bit. There was just a little tiny bit. But it also sounded like they're trying to copy a movie that I remember a while back.
You mean all the other Christmas royal movies?
Right. But that was a Disney one. I think it was called Princess Diaries, something like that.
That one, I have to say, that one's a little different because of the fact that it's the granddaughter who doesn't know that she's a princess versus, suddenly, and then they have to groom her to become a princess. This is more, it's always like, I'm unworthy and I'm dating a prince or a prince. Oh, it's always dating a prince. There's hardly ever a princess story.
Right.
And they're not accepted because of the fact of their home.
Then what about that other one? What was the other one called then? With can't even remember her name.
Well, there's several royal movies that Hallmark makes, and it's
right. But I'm talking about not Hallmark. It was.
There's some Netflix ones that are the same too.
Yeah, there was one. Gosh, I can't even remember the name of it. It wasn't Princess Diaries. It was a different chick. And she was pretty popular back in the late 90s there. And it had to do with her dating a prince or something like that. I can't remember.
It's true. Jasmine didn't tell Aladdin she was a princess either at first. So true. It's nice that it was different, a nice gender swap there.
That's right.
It's always a prince. It's always the prince that stumbles upon this woman and they fall in love and she's a commoner. Why is it never a princess? I don't know. But I will say
Next to Baby by Christmas.
there was kind of the question that I asked Dan as far as was there any point in this film that was something of
What's up,
a
buddy? Who's that? Lonesome Lenny?
Lonesome
Hi.
Lenny?
Welcome to the
There
chat.
was a point in this movie where the plot kind of took me by off guard. The Prince and
That's
Me,
it. The
yeah.
Prince and Me. That's right. That's what I was thinking of.
Um,
Anyways, go ahead. It
the
threw you off
beginning
guard.
of
How?
in the beginning of the films, the way that it opens up is that the streets are filled with people and it's snowing. We've got some Christmas music playing, and the woman, the main woman, she lives on the in an apartment that's on the main road or whatever, and you catch her and she's got a hot cup of cocoa and she's got some fresh made pancakes and she's enjoying Christmas, and all of a sudden she gets a knock at the door and this guy is standing there and he has a bag full of like Christmas ornaments and things like that, or decorations or whatever like that, and she opens the door and he's like, Christmas delivery, I've got your package. And she's like, I'm sorry, I ordered Chinese food. And he's like, well, darn, I guess we'll just have to settle for this. Oh, what's that in your hand? And she's like, homemade pancakes. And he's like, oh, are they blueberry or chocolate? She's like, no, just regular old pancakes. And he's like, do you mind if I come in and try some? And she's like, no, no, not at all. So he comes in and they sit down and start
Yeah.
having breakfast and talking. I thought, because he
You
had
let a
an accent,
stranger in your house.
no,
Ooh.
I thought she was dreaming, right?
Oh,
Because it was one
right.
of those things, like it was happening so
Hi, Mom.
quickly.
Just want to say
And
hi to Mom.
I thought he was a stranger and that she was just having some kind of weird, um, romantic, non-realistic dream.
Oh,
And he
okay,
just
right.
came in as just, and then all of a sudden later on, her best friend comes in and they start letting you know that he's been her boyfriend for a while. He was just joking with her.
Oh,
Exactly. Vampires are not allowed in your house until you invite them in.
okay.
Friendly advice to anybody listening. So that part of the movie actually threw me off, and I started to be a lot more intrigued by that part because it
Oh,
surprised me. I'm
because
like,
they were
oh, okay.
right, because they were already dating, so it was just like
But
a
you didn't know that in the beginning.
mess.
So like I said, I thought she was going to wake up
Right,
and or something like that, and that maybe he was a person that she'd seen on the streets regularly shopping at the same store or something like that, and she'd been
right.
fantasizing about him. But
Ooh,
after that, I don't know if we're talking about the similarities and everything like that, but this movie was very predictable. Like I said, I
that's
was
similar.
watching it and it's like, so let me guess, he's going to take her home to mom and mom's not going to approve. Nailed it. Right. So let me guess, mom is going to try her best to thwart her son's love for this common woman. And let me guess, this common woman is going to, especially because she's American, she's going to make a fool of herself because she's not familiar with the shrimp fork and the fish knife and the salad fork and everything, even though it's not that hard to figure out. And of
I
course,
eat with
that's my
one fork,
oh, wow. Depends on what you're eating. And then, of course, she took a
whatever I eat,
sip.
one
She
fork.
took a sip from the finger bowl. Do you know what a finger bowl is, Dan?
You go like this, fingers under the bowl.
No. See, most Americans don't know, but we don't. We're not all in the
Oh, you
dark about.
stick your fingers in it and wipe your hands off, and you
Yeah, it's to clean your fingers off. They have a little dish in
clean your
there, and
fingertips. Because
yeah.
all the junk gets in your fingernails and stuff, so you got to clean the
Well,
tips off.
depending on what you're eating and stuff like that, but it's just to kind of quickly clean your fingers. And so she took a drink from it because apparently that's what all Americans do in all of these films. And she makes a fool of herself because she drank
And they
from the
laughed
finger
at her
bowl.
or something. And
And it was
she drank.
embarrassing. And
Question though, is it like hot? Is it soup?
no,
I
no,
mean, when you,
it's not
so is
soup.
it
See, she thought
so
it was
if you
soup
drink
too.
it? So if you drink it, what does it taste like? Does it got like
From
alcohol in there? So when you clean your fingers, it cleans them up good, or what? Like rubbing alcohol,
It's
like
not
hand
meant to be
sanitizer.
like fully washing your hands. It's just to dip the tips of your fingers in and then you wipe it on your napkin to keep, yeah, to
So I
to
mean,
be
wouldn't it
clean.
taste weird? I mean, if she tried to drink it or something.
But that's why she looked like an idiot because you're not supposed to drink out of your finger bowl.
I see.
um
I see now.
So,
I
yeah. So,
understand. Hmm. Okay.
yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah. It's meant to,
it's
yeah,
water.
clean your
It's
fingers.
useless. Okay. So okay. So if it's water and it's useless and she drinks it, shouldn't she be like, well, how come this isn't in a cup? Like tell somebody, how come the water's not in a cup? What's going on here?
Exactly. That's the other
That
thing
would have
too,
been
is like
that would have been
nobody ever
funnier.
helps the people out, until but then again, so to continue the narrative is that of course she makes a fool of herself because of the etiquette. She doesn't know the proper etiquette.
What's up,
And
Dex?
then
He says sorry for being late. Hello, all.
and then, of course, because she's down to earth, she befriends all of the house staff, and they love her because she takes them for who they are, and she teaches them how to make sandwiches, and
Or
all
cooks or
that kind.
something, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Or
Sorry.
they dance to Mariah Carey or something like that. They let their hair down. They let loose. They
Yeah,
have some fun, and then after that, there's
I
of
remember
course the
that part.
royal ball. The royal ball, she needs to get dressed up for it, and everybody's surprised that she comes out and acts like a princess, and the mother is upset, didn't see that coming, because it makes the son fall all the more in love with him. So the mom tries to do one last push to get this situation out of the way, and here comes the crazy ex-girlfriend, and it's just
Ah,
this wasn't a terrible movie, but it's just so darn predictable. It's like, now I get it. You guys are right. Am I allowed to spoil it, Dan?
yeah, go ahead. You can
Every
spoil all.
Hallmark movie is the same movie. Well, thanks for coming to Inside the
Hey, now wait a minute. We're not
right.
done yet.
Now that the mystery's been solved, guys, I'm sure you were all on the edge of your seats waiting for, what the
I mean,
outcome
I was
was.
surprised. I thought maybe it was an awesome way you told that story too.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
No, but it was just literally, it was predictable. I'm like, oh, she's sad because she doesn't think she really belongs with this family because she's not nobility. And then she leaves. And then that's when the mom realizes, I've been a pain in the butt this whole time. I need to tell my son that I too was once in love with a commoner, and love tramples all, you know? And so go chase the woman of your dreams. Forget our traditions. Forget
Yeah,
the
that's right.
fact that we're a country and that you need to think more of yourself, and the
And
fact
then
that
I
you're going to
got
be leading people. Exactly. It's again, it's like all about traditions. Snow
there's
Bright.
one.
I've never
Oh,
seen.
Snow Bride. Never seen that
Surprise,
one.
surprise. I've never seen it because I don't like Hallmark movies.
Okay, so tell us what Snow Bride's about. Is it the same
Dak's
as
like, you're gonna have to
ours?
watch it. Dak's gonna
Yeah.
make us watch it. He's no
Oh,
way
yeah,
he's gonna tell us
Dax.
what it
Dax
is.
didn't get to hear my
Hmm.
movie's plot, so
He'll have
guess
to
you're
go
gonna
back
have
and
to
watch it.
go back and watch.
Hmm.
But I'll tell you what my movie was. It was called A Song for Christmas. Country singers. Yours is A Royal Christmas.
Oh,
Uh,
yeah. A rare blend. If I didn't make that fact well known, if I didn't, speak it properly,
wait,
say it
so
plainly,
she
I'm
gets
so
it first.
sorry. Yes. Surprise, surprise. In the end, there's a happily ever after. Yeah. I didn't know. I was on my edge of my seat wondering how this was going to end. And I'm not trying to be mean to people who like Hallmark movies. Everybody
No, of
has their
course not.
niche, right? But I hope
Say that word properly, please.
I did. You're the one who's wrong. Um, guys, settle this for us in the chat. Is it
It's
niche or
niche. Niche. It's
niche or
niche,
niche?
everybody. In
But if you,
America, we call it a niche.
okay,
In
there's also
France, you call
people
it a
in
niche.
America, you call it a niche. Anyway,
No,
remember
no,
we
no.
looked it up.
That's French. That's French. You call it a niche in French. It's French. We're not French over here. It's a
TD.
niche.
Oh, thank you, bro. Here we go. That's right. TD's the man, and if TD says it's what it is, it's
No, no,
Dax
no. You
says
guys just
it's
you
niche.
no,
So
no. But you
there's
guys
three different
no.
options.
Listen, guys. You're hearing it wrong. You watch too many YouTubers that don't know how to speak English. You're hearing it wrong from these YouTubers that
Or
don't
maybe
know how
you just don't know how to hear English, Dan.
niche,
Have you ever
niche,
thought?
huh?
Niche. Maybe you don't know how to hear English.
I hear it properly. This is what the school
Look,
told me.
hey, everybody's telling me that I'm saying it correctly. So we'll just,
Yeah,
I
well,
mean,
no
I
more.
don't need them to validate what I already know to be true, but I appreciate the
Hey,
support.
technically, we're both right.
This is true, Phil. Depends on where you come from, but Dan's just
Yeah,
mean.
I'm just mean.
No, so anyway, I there's no disrespect to Hallmark people, but I hope that you can understand why people like Dan and myself, I'm assuming Dan, um, have a hard time appreciating these movies because
Mm,
it's just the same story with just a few different changes. Either
changes,
it's a
yeah.
gender swap or it's, it's either a prince that's going after a girl and they don't know he's a prince, or it's some career-oriented woman who ends
Yeah,
up in the country.
yep,
And I know
exactly.
again that there's some differences, a few changes here and there, but as a whole, from what little research I've done and from what I've heard from other people, it's the same movie. It's the same movie. So, you know.
Yes.
Oh, what
We
is she
missed we
saying
missed
there?
we missed a bunch of comments.
A
Matt's like,
bohemian party planner escapes a cult to solve her father's murder. Against her better judgment, she falls in love with the hunky sheriff, and together they learn the true meaning of Christmas. I would be more interested in watching that, to be
it's a
honest.
Hallmark movie.
Right. Dax says so, like all Disney movies. Yes, that's true. However, the storylines are much deeper and a lot of times grittier and darker. At least, with like certain movies like Aladdin and even in Frozen, there's death. Not saying that's what you need to make a good story, but it's a little bit more dynamic, a little bit more interesting
Right,
than
there's more drama
constantly,
to it.
yeah,
And the stud's evil twin brother is the killer.
yeah, you know.
In Germany, those movies are called.
Go ahead,
Uh,
Dan. Go ahead.
I can't say those words. You say those words.
Oh man, you're asking me. I want to hear you say it. I want to hear you Americanify it.
You want to hear me try to butcher this? All right, they're called Inga. Is that how you say that? Inga Lindstorm Rosmande Picture Movies.
You got movies right.
Your
Let's
mom
see.
made it
My
sound
English is probably, or my German is probably not that great, but it looks like it's Inga Lindstrom Rosamunde Pilcher movies.
I got the picture part right.
Dax, I apologize. No, that's Pilcher.
Yeah,
Pilcher,
picture. Yeah,
not
I get
picture. Pilcher. TD, I apologize for my horrendous accent, but but anyway, so Dan,
Oh, look,
the plot
Philadelphia.
of your movie, would you give it a point? See, this is going to be kind of hard because you know that there's a billion other movies that have the same plot. So if you give a point to this movie, it's almost like saying you give a point to every Hallmark movie.
I get a star sticker for the effort of saying those words. By the
You
way,
do.
um,
You
uh,
do. It was good.
let's see
I know
here.
it's not an easy language, Dan. Don't worry.
I like the accent. Uh,
Yeah.
can't see it. 8 million German people just cringed when Dan butchered the. That's awesome. Anyways, I would give it a half a point only because there's a lot of movies with similar
Hmm.
things going on there. Similar, plot lines or whatever.
Hmm.
I mean, it wasn't the worst movie I've ever seen.
Right.
Definitely wasn't the best movie I've ever seen.
Right. For sure. I would do the same for mine. Like you said, it's this
Thanks,
kind of.
TD.
Oh, thank
Sorry.
you. Yes, I knew I was struggling on one of those words there, TD, but I was like, Dan and I got Inga pretty good there. So it's
Yeah,
not really
I love that one.
yeah. I'll give it half a point too, because like you said, I mean, again, I know that Hallmark movies are meant to be feel good, happy movies. I
Yeah,
do
yes.
understand that.
It's supposed to be
Um,
kind of romantic, and for people
Mhm.
to get into the mood of, oh, maybe life is this sweet and nice when
But
it's
my
not.
problem is that there's nothing wrong with happy-go-lucky, cheesy movies,
Right.
but they're not creative in the plot.
No, of
There
course.
are there are like 50 other ways to make a happy-go-lucky, cheesy movie with a happy ending that's not the same story. So that's why I give it a half a point. Not necessarily,
Oh,
because
you know
it's
what's
a
funny?
terrible plot, but because it's kind of
Right.
lazy.
Right. It is. But you know what's funny? I was gonna watch this Hallmark movie called uh, "The Cookie Cutter Christmas." I was thinking that would have been the perfect movie to watch. Uh,
Why?
why? Because cookie cutter. The word cookie cutters in there. Most Hallmark movies are like cookie cutter movies. It's
Oh,
the
I see what you
same
did
thing,
there.
just a little different shape, or but they're cookie cutters. Just
I see
get
what
it
you did
done.
there.
Yeah.
I thought maybe you were hungry or something. I guess.
No, 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 no. I was just thinking that would have been a good movie to watch for this show tonight, called
I
because
get you.
cookie cutter. Um, I'll give
All
a
right.
quarter just to be mean. A quarter point.
Well, let's see. Do I think I might have my categories out of order. Acting, is that next?
That is next.
Yeah.
Correct.
Tell us
Correct.
about your acting, since apparently it's the same actors in every movie. How did they do in this one versus in the other one?
Acting. Okay, I've already mentioned a couple of the names. Becca Tobin, Kevin McGarry, the old guy, but he's not supposed to be old. Uh, and there's a few others there. Um, it wasn't the best acting ever, but it certainly wasn't like the worst acting either. So it's kind of like middle of the road there. So
Right, right.
again, this will have to have probably half a point.
Wow.
And I hate half points, and this movie should be
Exactly.
probably full of half
I
points.
think Hallmarks bring out the halves in Dan.
Yeah, and it's making me cringe.
um, I will actually give the acting in my movie a full rounded point because the actors were good. So I didn't
Okay.
mention my actors. So the main actress in this, who
Mhm.
has been doing movies for decades and TV shows predominantly, is Jane Seymour. She's most prominently known for being Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman, but she was also a Bond girl with was it Roger Moore, Live and Let Die,
Okay.
and Somewhere
She
in
was the
Time with
queen
Chris
of
Reeves.
Cordelia.
Right.
She
Yeah, because
was
that's
so she
original.
wasn't the main actress in this movie.
Well, there were three main actresses. That's why I said one of them. She was three main actresses or
Okay.
actors in here, and she was like a lot of times in movies like this, when they have lesser known actors, they tend to put one bigger known actor in there to kind of
In there
make it,
somewhere, yeah.
I guess, to kind of make it feel more I don't know, not relatable. Word, I can't think of the word, but like put more hope into it. Kind of
Right.
like the way, in my opinion, like the way George
So
Lucas did like Episode One and stuff like that. There were a lot of actors in there that at that time were not famous, but they put like Liam Neeson and Samuel L. Jackson in there just to kind of bring some prominence to the thing. But anyway, and then I also had Lacey Chabert. I don't know if that's how you
hmm
pronounce her last name. She apparently is in a lot of Hallmark movies, but where I know her from is Lost in Space, the movie, and Mean Girls. So it's quite the different role
really,
that she has
I
in
didn't
these
know she was
Hallmark
in like
movies.
mainstream movie.
So
I
I
mean,
mean,
Lost in Space wasn't that great of a movie, but that is a
I liked
decent.
it, but
I
yeah,
find
that was when
you
I
know.
saw that when I was like a teenager. So it's been a while
Danger,
since
Will
I've watched it.
Robinson. Danger, danger. I love that.
But she was kind of like this, moody, almost gothic teenager. And then in Mean Girls, she was just a ditzy snob. So to see her coming into this and being, and then Stephen Hagen is the guy, and I don't know anything about him. He's some Irish dude, but they all did their parts well. It's just the storyline was weak for me. But I think they did some really great acting. I mean, Jane Seymour knows how to put down a person. Like she knows how to belittle them pretty well. So
Right.
she's a good
And
actress.
your guy actor was who?
Stephen
Stephen
Hagen
Hagen.
or Hagen. I'm not sure how to pronounce his name.
Hagen Flogen.
Sound like Rose from Golden Girls.
Beautiful. Well, that is your Hallmark movies. Hold on, let's hit up some comments here, especially from Lisa. She likes to throw in
That's
her
good.
whole.
I like it.
She writes in.
A manic pixie former beauty queen comes home to settle her parents' estate. Against her better judgment, she falls in love with a doomsday survivalist. Together they learn the true meaning of Christmas. I would watch that. It's
Well,
different.
I think that's I think that's Hallmarky. I think that's why she keeps writing these that down.
Yeah, but a survivalist, like who is that? I
Survivalist,
mean,
yeah, very sweet. Um, Let me guess. The old guy is supposed to play the high school heartthrob. The
right.
older
Do you
guy,
know
that's
why they
right.
do that? A lot of times, they'll cast the older guys for the younger roles.
Because they're dumb.
No, because a lot of times women dig older guys.
Um, but it's still dumb.
It's not dumb if your audience is more attracted to older men, and that means you'll get more money because movie making is a business. It's not.
Yeah, but
It's
then it
not.
just makes it look weird. That's
Maybe to
all.
a guy. I mean, you're not supposed to be the one that they're not. They're not trying to appease your demographic, Dan. They're trying to
That's
get the
true. That's
girls.
true. But still. Dax likes Lacey Sherbert, whatever her name is.
He also said Jane
Pretty dang
Seymour
cute
was
too.
pretty gorgeous. She was. I still think
Yeah.
she is. I mean, she's 70 years old, but she's still really pretty. And definitely when she was younger, quite the babe, if I do say so myself.
Oh look, Rogue Disney says I watched that one Christmas movie with the guy who played Daniel Jackson in SG1
Oh.
Christmas Lodge.
Lodge. I haven't seen that one. But again, I don't watch Hallmark
Hallmark
movies.
movies, yeah. Yes, Dax, that was pretty funny. Digitized Tabitha sounds
When
funny.
was I digitized?
Just a few seconds ago, a few minutes ago.
Oh, did I freeze?
Yeah,
No. It doesn't show up on my screen. That sucks.
Yeah, that's all right. I wasn't
All right.
sure if you or me, so that's why I didn't say anything.
It's Dan. Is it music next? I think I wrote these out of order.
Yes, that's out of order. Cinematography would be next.
Cinematography, that's right.
So cinematography on this one, you know what? They did a good job with the B-roll. But with the main shots, like the main shots with the main actors, definitely you could tell it's a set, and it was all like normal close-up stuff. And,
Yeah.
but like the beginning of the movie with the B-roll before you get into the whole story, and then the cut scenes, from one spot to another. Those B-rolls were decent. Those were decent shots, but definitely. It wasn't the best. So
Banana bread.
Yeah.
Nothing special.
I mean, I love banana bread, so
oh, okay.
This would be more like plain bread. Nothing special. I was gonna say carrot bread or carrot cake.
Carrot cake. Okay, we'll go with that. In Lemony Snicket's book, he says it's like banana bread. Nice, but nothing to make a fuss over.
Okay, that's where you got that from. I didn't connect.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely was not the best. But so I'll give it a half a point.
Okay. Oh my
Definitely.
goodness. 3 in a row?
3 half a points. I told you this movie's gonna mess me up with this half point stuff.
It's great. What a great way to end the year. So, cinematography. It's kind of hard to kind of like what you're saying. We just call
Plain bread, Dan.
true. Dex, perfect, just in time. So
Wait. Hold on, before you
oh,
say yours, we got another story she wrote.
you want me to read?
Yes, go ahead.
An orphaned ex-Trump staffer finds herself stranded in her hometown during a pandemic lockdown after she comes home to hang Christmas lights for her former babysitter. Against her better judgment, she falls in love with the Old Spice I'm on a horse guy. Together, they learn, you guessed it, the true meaning of Christmas. This is great. TD says to make
I
Lisa a
think we got.
screenwriter at Hallmark. They should.
That's right, Lisa. We got to talk. We want to do some little skits and stuff next year. Maybe we should get you to help us
She's a little
out.
screenwriter.
Yeah, that's right. You can help us out with some of that stuff. Yeah.
As far as for mine, it's been interesting because like a lot of action movies, we always talk about the teal orange color contrast. With this one, everything kind of maybe because it's trying to really build up that royal feeling, but everything kind of had this yellow. Like the background tones tend to be kind of this yellowish kind of scheme. Everybody was clear and beautifully done. Everything was well lit, I have to say. Yeah, exactly. Everything was well lit, but like you're saying, it wasn't that special. I have to say, this didn't even have like interesting camera scenes. Like when she's at the top, of course, at the top of the staircase, when she finally appears at the ball, they didn't even do like this dramatic view of her dress because she made alterations. They didn't like pan up the stairs to come at her. There really were no interesting cut scenes.
Right.
And
It was
so
just like,
I'm gonna
you're here, then you're there, and you're here.
And so, I mean, like, it got the job done and it moved smoothly, but it was nothing special. So I'm going to give it the half point as well.
All right. Lisa said, heck yeah, she'll take that Hallmark 50 for this week.
That's right. Every little bit.
Lisa, do you follow us on anything? What does she follow us on?
I don't know.
Let me know. Anyways, all right, go ahead. What was your movie, Tabitha?
Of course you've seen it, Dex, because it's every stinking Hallmark movie.
Didn't I already say
it's called A Royal Christmas, starring Lacey Chabert, Stephen Hagen, and Jane Seymour.
Yeah.
Whose real name is Joyce Frankenberg, but that's another topic for another day.
Oh, he's got two different names, huh? Sweet.
Jane Seymour is her stage name.
Oh, what's her real name then?
Joyce Frankenberg.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not quite as easy to remember. It doesn't, roll off the tongue quite as nicely.
Right.
Oh, excellent.
Evidently,
nice to see
Twitter
media.
Oh, thank you.
Is working.
Okay, good. Send me a message on Twitter. We should.
You have to follow her back, though.
I don't know. Am I following you back? I must be.
No, I'm saying if you want her to message you.
Oh, right. That's true. I'm just waiting for Hallmark to do a Spider-Man movie. Will be very cheesy.
See, but that would be kind of interesting because they don't do anything beyond the two categories we just listed as far as Christmas time is concerned.
The romantic.
I don't know. I can't.
It'd be like
speak
Spider-Man taking off his mask every time and going, "I love you, Mary Jane." That's about it.
But we can't be together because of my superpowers.
Yeah, my superpowers. No superpowers.
Let me love you.
Oh, is it Christmas yet? I love Christmas.
Right. I can't speak for Hallmark's other movies that are non-Christmassy. I'm pretty sure they're the same plot as far as the love story is concerned, but I can't say what all the storyline is. But anyway, I give that half a point. So Dan, what's your take on, since yours is specifically centered around music? Since it's called a song for Christmas.
A song for Christmas, yeah.
Was it worthwhile, the music?
I'd have to say no.
Does it get no point?
they put in well, let me just talk about it for a second. They put in like a normal regular cookie cutter soundtrack to it. So there was really no like country music in this movie at all, except for when she
Really?
sang the song. Yeah, it was weird.
That is kind
Um,
of strange.
and then yeah, and that was about it. So honestly, I would have to give it a no pointer just because
Because
it
that's
wasn't even.
surprising.
Yeah, they didn't. It didn't have anything spectacular in it, and it wasn't even that good.
Because I mean, like the music helps set the tone and set the
Like
scene. So if you're
exactly,
in the
exactly.
country, why wouldn't you play country music,
Right,
country-ish
and
music?
right, country-ish music or something. And plus, the music didn't set the mood for me to think, oh, oh, this must be a sad scene, even though it was a sad scene.
Oh,
Yeah, it,
wow.
it just didn't hit the points or hit anything. So yeah, it's a fruitcake Christmas starring Lacey.
That might be another one of her movies. Dan and I were saying that Lacey Chabert
She's
is
been in
in
a few of them, yeah.
several Hallmark movies.
But that sounds like a funny name, a fruitcake. It's funny. Spider-Man returns to the neighborhood to
To mow
mow
Aunt May's yard. Against her better judgment, he falls in love with a sexy exterminator. Together they learn the true meaning of Christmas. Dax puts his 2 cents in and says
That's right.
Spider-Man gets trapped in a small mountain town during a blizzard where he meets a charming redhead who has her own secrets. Together they restore the Christmas spirit to the small town while falling for each other and learning the true meaning of Christmas.
That's a pretty good one too. I like that one too.
Spider-Man
That's
in the mountains, like as if, right?
right. He wouldn't be able to swing anywhere.
Not really. It's too wide a gap.
Yeah,
Anyway.
right. He'll be
Um,
swinging. People be like, "Well, what is he hooking to? 'Cause you don't got the big tall buildings."
the music for mine, unlike Dan, which is so terrible because again, yours is based off of like the idea of music, and that's kind of the background story to the key one of the key characters. My music was decent. I'm gonna actually give this movie a point because I really appreciated the fact that the scene where she is trying to learn um how to become like a royal, how to become more noble in her mannerism and her actions and etiquette and all of these things, that um they actually played Swan Lake the entire time. And normally in movies like normally in movies like this, it's some kind of jazzy or hip hop or whatever or pop version of some kind of Christmas song or something like that. And because this is supposed to be a royal Christmas and she's trying to learn, proper mannerisms, I found that that was a very good choice in music. And the rest of the music carried the film decently. Like you knew what was going to
Right.
happen. And again, it was a feel good thing. But that little snippet there really caught my attention because
Well,
it's
you know what
different
it
than
is.
everybody else.
It must be the years of when they were made.
Oh,
Yours was made
maybe.
in 2014. Mine was 2017. That
It
could have
might
had
be.
something to do with it. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to actually give my music a point.
Ooh, nice. Non-royalty music.
Royalty music. Now, I do have to ask Dan, in my
Yes.
movie, I had basically a protagonist, somebody who was trying to thwart the love and the plans of somebody else. In your movie, was everybody supportive of the relationship except for when the woman had an opportunity? Or was there somebody in the
Um.
midst trying to, you know,
Yeah.
foul things up?
Well, I think mostly the manager was the one who's trying to keep her from uh getting into a real relationship, and because he needed her to do music all the time. He was that kind of guy. You got to do the music, but he wasn't really in the movie that much, so it didn't seem like
Okay.
he was trying to keep her away, even though
He was just, yeah.
he was. It was said he was. I mean, my movie was only an hour and 20 minutes, so
Yeah, mine was about the same.
yeah, so it was kind of short. So they had to throw it in there a little bit. It seemed a little forced, but they threw it in there anyways, and was like,
I mean, was he being a bad guy or was he just literally doing his
he
job?
was he wasn't being a bad guy, but he was doing a bad job at doing his job until the end, and then he was like, "Oh, now we're all happy," Whee!
Right.
you know.
Suddenly everybody's all of a sudden on board. That's the Christmas
Yeah, yeah,
miracle. It's not the love, it's the fact that everybody's okay with everything now.
yeah, exactly. And but the family side of it, the whole family, the guy's family and stuff, they were kind of on board with it. They were like, "Oh, she kind of likes you the way she looks at you." Well, how do you know? Well, because that's the look your father gave me when we were dating. Blah 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 blah. So it just
See, that's why I don't do
so
romance movies.
yeah, so weird. What does TD say?
A hot merc wearing red and black falls in love with a taken redhead. Against his better judgment, he falls in love with her. On a mission to the mountains, they are stuck without electricity. Together they learn nothing. Dum dum dum. I did a Ryan Johnson subverting expectations. Yes, TV. See, that is what Hallmark should do. Subvert. See, that might be the next wave of Hallmark movies because we all anticipate what they're going to be now. And could you imagine if all of a sudden Hallmark did like a total twist?
Right? Yeah. I like Lisa says it's okay if you're a jerk if you fall in love later.
That's right. Or you're okay with, you know, the person that fell in love. Like you're okay with them falling in love. Either you have to fall in love or they fall in love and you're okay with it. Absolutely.
Yes.
There's like a fire truck going past my place. Is that the sound you're
Oh,
hearing?
yes, that's what it was. I was like, wow,
I
what's
saw
that
you
noise?
looking at Dan's hearing voices again.
I was like, what is that noise? I thought I heard some sirens. Is my kids
Yeah,
awake?
there's like
I don't know what's going
two.
on.
Why
My
would your
wife
kids be
playing
making
her
silence?
TV's too loud. Because it's different. Because I have you on the speakers right now instead of my
Oh,
headphones
okay.
like I usually do. So it's like, oh man, what was that?
I have to say, my movie is looking much better than yours as far as points go, Dan. So,
Yeah,
with
I
the
think so.
final category, can you somehow magically round things out?
With the allegory. I really wasn't looking for allegory, to be honest with
Yeah,
you.
me neither.
Um, I guess you could say there might be a something or other in there. I don't know.
Oh, nice way to
I could,
summarize it.
yeah, right. um, I guess there could be like forgiveness, right? Because she leaves and
Mm.
he's sad, and then she comes back, and then he's happy again. So I guess you could say there's forgiveness there or something.
I
And
thought you were
then
going to go the route like women belong in the kitchen. They shouldn't have careers. She needs to be on the farm, barefoot and pregnant, baking biscuits.
Yeah. No, not really.
No, no.
No. Uncle Mike, hello again. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here.
For watching. It's a
Uncle
question
Mike.
mark.
Uncle Mike. Uncle Mike.
I
Yes.
didn't think you were going to go that route, but I wasn't quite sure if
Um
maybe you would. I didn't know.
no. I wasn't gonna go that route. Um yeah, there really wasn't much that I could think of that I can think of off the top of my head
Mhm.
without having to kind of like watch it again and really kind of like look for it, like
I won't
okay,
let you. I won't. You don't have to do that, Dan.
there's an
Sit back.
allegory. There's
I
an
mean,
allegory.
your wife might make you do it again next year, though. So
Whatever.
right, and then you can recap and be like, "Hey guys, remember that movie I watched and reviewed last year? Here's
Yeah.
my allegory." Ah, Dax
Grandma
is
got-
just get. Oh, Dax is just getting on my case.
Oh, what did you say? You should. Oh, okay. That's. Uh, I like Avery Cruz there. Grandma got ran over by a reindeer and falls in love with her
The
doctor
doctor
in Hallmark's new movie,
hit
Hit
by
by
love.
Love.
I like it. Oh my gosh,
Now that one is not a normal
I
one,
could
right?
see Tim Allen in a movie like that.
Yeah, Tim Allen. Rare blend. Dan Tabitha, thanks for the laughs. Got to crash now. Be up in 5 hours for work. Have a good night, everyone. Catch you Tuesday night.
Oh, well, thank
Yes,
you for
thank you.
being here.
Yes, and Tuesday night we'll have our the review geek talk, and we'll geek out about Christmas stuff. Um, just because we are taking a week off after Tuesday,
That's right.
no longer gonna be live until the 2nd of.
The new year.
That's right. Um, so yeah, thanks for coming, and you're welcome for those laughs. um, you work my what? You
You
work.
work my schedule. Sucks. Because Dax gets up early in the morning too.
Oh, right, right. You guys waking up too early in the morning, but that's okay. You guys got to get work and
We appreciate that you're willing to get up and work.
yeah,
Most people
and we
don't.
appreciate you guys staying up so late with us.
Yeah, we do.
You know, maybe one of these days we'll do like a morning show when you're driving to work.
Dan's going to be soloing that because I'm not getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning to talk to people. Got to be paid the big
Uh,
bucks to do that.
oh, I mean, maybe 5 years from now,
Never know.
you never know. That's right.
Never know.
Um, all right, so I guess I'll have to give it a 0 points for allegory.
Mm,
I haven't really looked for one. Um, I mean, I could throw in that forgiveness thing, but there really wasn't like a
your
big, huge
heart's not really in it.
forgiveness thing. Yeah, not really.
Yeah. My allegory, like you said, I wasn't really, which is kind of surprising since it is a feel good movie. I wasn't really going in there for an allegory, and I didn't like it didn't come necessarily like easily. You know how sometimes we watch a movie and it's like right in your face. You just
Right, right, exactly.
it
You see
hits
it
you, you
without
feel
having
it.
to see it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And with this one, kind of like Dan was saying, I could find something in there. There is a sense of forgiveness. There is I guess if I had to, I noticed, how much the mom it's almost like resented the fact that her son was living the life that she wished she would have chosen. Because in the movie, she does say that she fell in love with a commoner when she was younger.
You
However, her
peasant.
I know she even said that in the movie, and a peasant, and she regretted not doing it. However, she knew that, there were other priorities and that she had a sense of duty to to fulfill. And so I would say that that the allegory really is like jealousy and bitterness will eat you up and cause you to hurt other people. Is kind of
There
what
you
I was
go.
getting out of this movie because she could have lost the one relationship with her son. Her husband, of course, her husband was dead because in these movies,
Mm,
the king and queen are never alive together.
that's
They
right.
never are, and it's always the
Not
queen. You
together.
ever notice
Yeah,
that?
right.
The husband always dies. Like, why? What is that an accident? Is there an undercurrent that Hallmark's trying to, sell us on that? But I would give it a point just for that. You can clearly see what jealousy and bitterness can do to a family or, to
Right.
friends if it goes left unchecked. So,
All right. So Dax says, so what I'm gathering from this stream is that generic cookie cutter Hallmark movies suck. I
well,
should force my mother to watch this stream.
Well, it depends, Dax, because it depends apparently on the Hallmark movie. Because Dan's movie only got a whopping 1.5.
Oh,
So,
wow.
however, my movie got a perfect 4. So,
How'd your movie get a 4?
exactly. Because I have I have 3 points and 2 half points.
Oh, okay.
So, all your
I was
zeros really added up to nothing. So,
sweet.
long story short, guys, in comparing these two Hallmark movies, all Hallmark movies tend to be the same. The Christmas ones tend to follow the same plot, but we have proven tonight that while they might be the same, the quality of each movie apparently is quite different. So it might make watching Hallmark movies worthwhile just because some might be made better than others.
or just because your wife likes to watch it and you have no choice.
Then there's that. So, I think that's a pretty good summary of these two films and Hallmark movies in a general sense. Like some
Yes.
just are made better than others, even if they are the same plot. So,
Mm-hmm.
because I know people
Very
that are
similar
big
plots,
Hallmark,
anyway.
I know people that are big Hallmark fans, but they have their particular Hallmark movies that they want to watch. They don't necessarily watch and like all the Hallmark movies.
Mm-hmm. We have thanks from
A
a man,
man,
from Annie Moose. Is that how you say that?
Anony, yeah.
Annie Moose.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for watching the stream. Thanks for being on. Um, hey, Tabitha, why don't you give a little uh, advertisement thing? I got to run real quick. I gotta go pee. Don't tell anybody in the stream. Uh, anyways, yeah, I'm gonna put you at a solo layout. She walks away. No,
Yeah, okay.
and
Well,
I'll be right back. I'll be right back. I'll make sure I turn off my microphone too, so no one hears me running.
we appreciate that, Dan, so much. Apparently we're all family here and we can share intimate details about ourselves like that. There's some things I'd prefer not to know, but and leave to the imagination because I'm pretty sure we could all assume. But anyway, so thank you so much for being on Inside the Booth with us. We hope that you like our our podcast this evening. Like Dan said, we do have some merchandise that helps to support the channel. Like he said, you can find them on insidethebooth.tv.com, and you can find different ways to support us and also get some really cool merch. People have been buying our buttons and they've been buying our hoodies, especially, and our mugs. They seem to be the big sellers currently. And we've got some really fun stuff coming, like I said, for 2022. Guys, it's just around the river bend. Can you believe it? And we do. I keep saying that we do have some fun stuff planned for 2022. And kind of like tonight, trying out some different stream ideas and different processes. And I hope that you enjoyed tonight. So we know it was a little different. It was a little bit last minute, not going to lie. I'm going to be completely honest with you. We tried to just kind of mix it up a little bit here on Inside the Booth, but we hope that you enjoy it. And like I said, support us there and show us some love if you like streams like this, where we do try to get a little bit creative and try just different ways while still bringing the charm that is inside the booth. But just trying to explore different ways to provide some wholesome entertainment for everybody.
That's right.
That's right, Lisa. Mm-hmm. But
Bearded YouTube drinks too much eggnog. Has to pee during the live stream. You got to read it like it's a story.
that's right. True. It's all how you say it.
Dax has got one too now.
A YouTuber runs to the restroom and forgets to turn off his microphone, getting his channel permanently banned from the platform. His charming co host saves the day by begging YouTube to forgive him. Together, they learn the real meaning of Christmas. I think we've all learned that any story can kind of lead to the true meaning of Christmas. Again, if you want to get creative, unlike some of these Hallmark movies,
That's right. We'll make a Hallmark movie ourselves. That'll be fun. Actually, I'm gonna throw this out there. I'm gonna let you know, Tabitha, and everyone on the stream. My brother and I did a pre-recording for Christmas Eve, and we were talking about how we should come up with doing like a small skit. We were talking about a Christmas Carol, where we are the characters and we just like film ourselves like on the screen, and we just kind of are reading the words, and we go back and forth doing our own little skit. And I thought that would be kind of cool. And then we can play it, after we do some editing and stuff. Even though we won't be
do
moving.
a dry run of that to see if it works.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And my brother goes, I could be Scrooge, and I go, humbug. Oh, humbug, humbug, humbug. Yeah,
I volunteer for Tiny Tim.
sure.
God bless us, everyone.
You should be
Yeah.
Tiny Tim. That'd be funny. Um,
Mm.
what's it say?
Holderness family has a good Hallmark Christmas mockery on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't
Holderness.
doubt it. I'm sure Hallmark has provided many a person with means for some kind of mockumentary or mockery, film, all that kind of stuff. Hey, Matt Vader, good to see you.
Yeah,
We're getting close to the end here. We just talked
yeah.
about Hallmark for an hour. So.
An hour and 20 minutes.
Hour 20
Anthony
minutes.
says that would be funny.
Yeah, we'll have to see about that. Like I said,
Yeah,
we've
we
got some
should do
cool
it.
stuff planned for 22. And like Dan said,
Yeah,
it's going to be pre-recorded after Tuesday. Things are going to be pre-recorded, but we've got an excellent highlight reel coming up for the end of the year. All the best of
the
Inside the
best.
Booth, kind of like those wow, 2000 CDs. The best of that year for music. It's going to be the best of
Yeah,
Inside the Booth 2021,
best.
and it's
And
going to be
hopefully it's
really
really
cool.
good. Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be. I know it.
Matt Vader says, yeah, it's cool. I'm at work and I'm just popping on my break. Yeah, cool. Well,
Merry
thanks.
Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas to you too, Matt. And thanks for popping in. We're going to have to get you or maybe some of your salty friends to come on our channel. We can interview you guys. Uh,
Yeah.
and or maybe vice versa. We can come on yours too. That'd be fun.
Mm-hmm.
If
But
you're interested, I should
right.
say.
Hit us up on the social,
Yeah, that's right. Hit us up on
where you
social.
can also find us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at Inside the Booth.
That's right.
Reviews, is it? Am I missing something?
Uh, for what?
And the handle is Instagram is Inside the Booth Reviews, isn't it?
I guess. I mean, you could just type it in the search and inside the
Should
booth.
come up. We're probably the only Inside the Boothers.
Um, not quite, but
Oh, really?
we do more than the other guys. So
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. I've looked. Just to you get those things, and you're like, oh, I wonder where we
Mhm.
are on Google. When you type it
That's
in,
right.
I wonder where we are on this. Yeah. So we're not quite the only ones that are inside the booth, but we are the only
We're
ones
only
that
ones that matter.
do it like this, and they have more like I don't know weird things inside their thing that says inside the booth or inside.
Hmm.
It's weird. Yeah, just people who do weird things when they type it in.
Yeah.
Inside the booth TV on YouTube. I'm sure you could type in inside the booth TV on the other stuff, and you might
Yeah,
work.
yeah, I'm sure we would come up like you said.
Yeah.
So yeah, follow us
Definitely.
there.
Yeah, follow us there. And if you forget what we are on socials, you hit insidethebooth.tv.com, and all our socials are on the website. So you can just click from there. And then there you go. Vader says, maybe when Tabitha bothers to follow me back on Twitter.
Oh, it's hard to keep
Follow
up with
back,
everybody.
Tabitha. Come on. We'll get her to follow you back somehow.
Hey, don't make promises you can't keep. That
Hey,
you
now
have no control over.
I'll virtually tell you to do it.
I can virtually tell you to go.
Go shove it. Shovel it.
Anyway, we love each other here
That's
on
right.
Inside.
Definitely. That's fun. He says he's harmless, Tabitha. He's
What
harmless.
they all say on the internet, Matt.
That's uh, that's true. That's true. You never
That's
know.
true. Yes, Dax. Merry Christmas to you.
Yeah. God bless. Merry Christmas. May God bless you, keep you, May His face shine upon you, and be gracious unto you. May he lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace. Thank
Right.
you,
Book of
Dad.
numbers.
You too. You too. God bless you.
Okay.
Nerded out when Tabitha followed me back. Phil said that. You
Appreciate it, Phil.
followed Phil? Yeah. You followed Phil back?
That's right. And Lisa says, and may you find the true meaning of Christmas. Absolutely, guys.
That's
When we
right,
head
Lisa.
out today, we will
Fine.
all wish you, no matter how you find it, whether it's in the mountains, locked in a barn, stowed away on a ship, may you find the meaning of Christmas.
That's right. Or uh, being in a country house,
Selling
right?
Christmas trees.
Selling Christmas trees. Or yours is finding a prince, but didn't know he was a prince until after. May you still find the true meaning of Christmas. I've heard when Inside the Booth gets to 500 subs, Dan will sing the Barbie Girl song. I'm a Barbie girl.
Mm-hmm.
That
In a
song.
Barbie world, you can do my hair. Yeah. I
Well,
don't know
you know
where that
what?
rumor got started,
Uh,
Phil, but
it,
I don't know
yeah,
that Dan's going to be singing that song.
I only know the rated R version of that song.
Right.
So
So,
yeah, so that won't happen.
right.
Um, and I learned that when I was like younger, a
Mm-hmm.
teenager. Yeah, I was a bad kid. Well, I was a perverted kid,
And
I
we
guess.
all hear songs that,
Yeah. Anyways, Princess in Jasmine's case. Okay.
mm,
Anyways, we do want to get to 500 subs by the end of the year. That would be
yeah,
sweet.
hopefully it will
So
happen.
share, everybody, and don't forget to subscribe. And I know Tabitha already said all this stuff. Ding that bell, vanquish the like button, let our algorithms get better, and don't forget to go get yourself a gift. Giftedizing.
Right.
That's where it's at, where the real money's made. And you know, get a mug like this one.
Right.
Everything tastes better out of one of these mugs.
That's
Telling
true.
you,
That's
it is
right.
true. I'm actually going to be sending you one, Tabitha, so that
Oh,
you can drink out of one. Because you need to know what it tastes like to drink
what
out
it
of a
tastes like,
inside the booth mug.
so I can tell the
That's
world.
we could tell the world.
I'll do a live review, a reaction, just so everybody can see.
Here we go. Well, Tabitha, this Nigerian prince from Nigeria pool, he has no money anymore, but he is still an eligible bachelor. I heard.
Mm, yeah.
That's right, and he's real for real.
Well, love doesn't pay the bills, though, TD. I'm sorry. Just no matter what Hallmark tells you.
We're starting our Saturday YouTube show back up in January. We can set something up. You guys are
Yeah,
fun. Well, thank you. We try to be fun, uh, you know, and everything.
we do.
That's cool
And
though,
everything.
and everything. Big Chuck, you're late. We're leaving.
We
He
are.
was
We're on our way out, but we're glad that you're
he
here. Hope to
subscribed.
see you on
Yeah,
Tuesday.
he subscribed last night when I
Oh,
was on Phil's channel.
cool.
If Matt Vader can get you guys to 500, then Tabitha had to follow him or has to follow him.
Probably has to follow. That's more
Yeah.
grammatically correct.
Yes. uh, what? Love pays no bills. They lied to me the whole time.
That's right. The cake is a lie, TD. Love doesn't pay the bills.
Uh, anyways, Phil says now he now is able to enjoy the liquids in luxury from with his very own inside the booth mug.
Oh,
That's
thank you,
right.
Phil. Top notch.
That's right. Don't forget, when you drink out of it, Phil, you got to wear a top hat or something or a fedora. It looks better. Christmas, everybody. Yes, I love it.
Yes, thank you for celebrating.
Yes.
Well, it's not really celebrating, but thank you for sharing your Sunday. I was to celebrate our Sunday night, but sharing your Sunday night with us here on Inside the Booth
Yes,
as we
thank you guys.
divulged on Hallmark to see if we could have debunked the rumors, but apparently we didn't. They're all true. So
I mean, they
thank you for sticking
maybe
around this far to to find out.
R2, he meant mug, not mud.
Yeah.
Anyways, thanks everybody for coming, subscribing,
Thank
watching,
you.
coming on late. So you're gonna have to just watch the rerun. Don't forget, like I've always said, InsideTheBoothTV.com/shop. Get yourself some gifts and share with your friends. Tabitha already talked about Patreon. Become a member for only $1 a month. You'll be happy you did. Trust me.
We'll be happy you did.
And we'll be happy you did as well, because in January things are going to change a little bit. You guys are not going to get the special treatment that you're getting now. Woo! Anyways, have a good night, everybody. God bless. Merry Christmas.
Merry
And we'll
Christmas.
see you
See you on Tuesday.
That's right. For the last time. So you don't want to miss Tuesday. Bye-bye.